Hey guys, our decline here, average picker. So, kind of one from the vaults, I guess. This lock got pushed into the back of a drawer, but we were going to take on the challenge lock by Washington State Picker, and this one is called Fortnight. Now, for those of you who are unaware, Fortnite is the name of a popular video game where you wear silly costumes, you parachute onto islands, shoot other players, and throw grenades that make people dance. I think that's pretty much everything I know about Fortnite. Okay, I've already done something wrong here. Do a reset. However, what it actually means for those of us who are not glued to a computer is that it's basically a unit of measuring time. It's equal to about 14 days. Technically, if you go by the half lunar month, it is 14.77 days, or about 14 nights, actually. And it was kind of used as a method for payment, similar to bi-monthly. It derives from Old English, which is pretty much the generally earliest form of English that is recognized. So, Washington State Picker either made this lock based off silly costumes, or he spent 2 weeks on it. And we just keep hitting the dead end. Okay, there's a little bit of counter rotation. The last pin seems to always want to set first immediately just from tapping it. You don't even have to really lift it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I've exhausted. Oh, we got, okay. There was a very subtle lift of, I think, that would have been 3, and we got a little bit of a false going. Any YouTube channel that would stream Fortnite games are probably instantly more popular than any lockpicking channel. Because kids don't go outside anymore. All they do is they sit inside and they play Fortnite and they watch Fortnite videos. All right, so we got a bit of a false going here. I'm gonna shut up for a minute and concentrate if we've got to, because despite my rambling, this is not an easy lock. This guy did not just all click into place like I was kind of had my fingers crossed it might do. I can ramble for a minute. Okay, so I've got immediate feedback of what I think is pin 3. Okay, 3 is very pronounced. However, I'm trying to get on pin 1 here. I want to check the other pins because I feel like it's a trap. Oh, okay, we're gonna go. Oh, so that counter rotation just kind of peters out. We're still holding our false. Yeah, there we go. We got some real counter rotation going. Just a tad more of a false going with it. How would you use Fortnite in a sentence? The explorers carried a fortnight worth of rations. Okay, here's that counter rotation again. And it's weird because I just heard something drop. We are against, okay, we lost the false. We are against a massive serration, though probably it feels like. Yeah. I've not messed with this lock, so I don't have an open on it. I don't really have any practice on it. It just unfortunately got shoved into the back of the drawer. Those other locks by Washington State Picker, didn't they have like really like crazy ass springs in it? This one does not. This one feels normal sprung. Oh, there we go. Not sure if that's... Oh! Just needed a last little tap. We're in! Took a minute. I'm kind of quite happy with that. Let's get the camera there. Let's get this thing out of the clamp and hopefully gutted quickly. Then I don't have to use the other YouTube app to do the upload. So here's our key. We pin this up on 10/19, about 9 days after my birthday. And there's our key. Sure, it's gonna work. I hate to lock it back up. Oh, it has some issues going counterclockwise, which is weird because that's the direction we picked it. But it turns very smoothly the other way. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. There's something definitely snagging in there. C-clip comes off very nicely. Yeah, I better shim this. Might not have to. Look at the back of the lock. It's got that groove for the C-clip to fit into. Okay, so shim's very hard to go in, but if we can just get it, maybe we can shuffle it along. Oh gosh, something's gonna fuck up. There we go. Dodged everything. So yeah, 6 pins. Oh, nice little reduced diameter guy there in 3. Can already see that. Let's see what we've got. A spoolie guy we pulled out a serrated spool. We've got serrations in 6, and I don't think there's 5. Looks like it's been tampered with, but I don't think it has. Whoa, that pin was in there. Slightly reduced diameter guy, it looks like, on 4. These pins almost feel a little, whoa, one is One is quite a bit of work there. Man, I tell you, ooh, nice little large long spool on 2. Little tiny T-pin guy. Oh, weird. Okay, we're going to have to look at how 4 sits down in there. I think this video is going to go over 15 minutes, but I think it's going to be worth it. And he was actually in there like that. Makes me question the other ones. Don't appear to have anything going on upstairs. Okay, let's flip the camera around. I may go ahead and dump this. Well, let's flip the camera around and take a look at the pins. Oh. Okay, so we take a look at the core. See, we've got threading there on 1 and 6. That, it feels like 4 and 5 have been opened up a little bit, and we can see 3 has definitely been tampered with quite a long ways in. Yeah, you were probably too busy playing video games and you slipped with the Dremel. This is what happens when you build locks playing Fortnite. Actually, I have no idea if Washington State Picker plays Fortnite or not. So yeah, we got our key and very nice double serration key pin for 1. Serrations on 2. And this is one right out my own heart almost. Wow, it's kind of, I don't know if he meant to do that or not. It's almost off kilter. And that was almost the sign of that it wasn't quite chucked up evenly in the Dremel. I think the dog's gonna start barking in a minute. That's a neat pin. I like, that's one of the things I like to do is just reduce those diameters. And he's fairly standard, but he shows some strange wear. He might have just been brushed up a little bit with a file. Nice double serrations on 5 and 6. We've got. Wow, that's a really nice job there on that guy. Very smooth. Just completely tapers to no single defined edge, which I really like. I tend to try to make some smooth pins. Not quite like that, but there's our number 1 driver. Now, these guys, these long spool guys, I think he was actually flipped. So this is our shear line across the middle here. And I'm pretty sure he came out this way, but this guy did come out our larger end to the shear line. And you see, so that, how it's kind of balled off there, that gives that counter rotating feedback, and it's not a very crisp feedback, but it's a very consistent feedback. The problem is then you risk dropping pins like this down in. Because you have to rock that guy back quite a distance, actually. I think I got a little lucky on my timing of getting the tension back on. There we go. Got a standard up here. Let's see. And another one of these kind of piston spool guys. I am curious how much of this fourth pin was sitting down in there. So that would have made him an immediate false giver, unless he was flipped around. Okay, just he would have still been doing that. I thought he came out that end to the shear line, but I think it's that. I gotta pay more attention sometimes when I gut these things. Yeah, you can see these pins are quite size. They're quite a tight fit. Cool. So there we go. A little bit longer of a video, but man, it's a neat little lock there, Washington State. So thank you, Washington State Picker, for pinning up Fortnight. And maybe if when I put the name in the title, I'll get a viral video hit, and then I'll have all the 14-year-olds telling me that's not Fortnite. Yeah, that's a lock. Yeah, I'm just being grumpy old aging punk there. All right, guys. Anyway, you have a good one.